Morning, everybody, and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of your Los Angeles City Council. Today is Friday, the 19th day of September, the year 2025. Public comment for today's meeting and special meeting will be taken in person. All right. Madam Clerk, what's next? Mr. McCosker. Sorry, Mr. McCosker.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Mr. McCosker, is there a second to your amendment for 12?
Well, it's being circulated. There's several co-presenters.
So there's seconds on the document. Yeah.
So it'll be on the
Okay.
document.
Okay.
Madam Clerk, what's next? Seeing no other specials?
What is before council?
But I wanted to remind us that we are still committed to raising issues around the immigration enforcement that's happening in our city and in our various districts and to our various constituencies. And so while we don't have a specific presentation today, I don't want anybody to think that we've dropped that and we've moved on or we forgot about it. We have not, but for the last couple days, we've been a bit swamped. So with that, I'll call on Councilmember Price of the new 9th District. I don't know how long it gets to be new, but the new 9th District for a special presentation.
Los Angeles Trade Tech College has shaped generations of talent across Los Angeles and beyond. Today, we gather to celebrate not just a milestone, but a legacy. 100 years of service, 100 years of excellence, resilience, and transformation at LA Trade Tech College. Let's give them a hand.
In California, 1 in 5 household in California, by the way, the 4th largest economy in the world, struggles with food insecurity. And at the same time, more than a third of food in the U.S. goes unsold or uneaten, representing billions of dollars in loss and untold harm to our environment. Food Forward has created a model solution. With the help of a dedicated team of thousands of volunteers, they rescue perfectly good fruits and vegetables that would otherwise go to waste from farms, wholesalers, even local backyards, and that's how I got to know them, by the way. There's a lot of orange trees and fruit trees in the San Fernando Valley because the San Fernando Valley was a big orchard. And so they didn't want the fruits to rot, and so they would literally go and pick it up from people's homes.
Wait one moment for everyone to gather. Come on, let's all get together.
We want to get all the beautiful turquoise
it's teal. Yes,
into
teal, sir. Teal.
into the shot.
Yes. Let's call it
Teal.
by its name.
Thank you so much.
Teal.
Get all the teal into the shot.
That we have the board and executive members of the Venice Chamber of Commerce with us today. As you all probably know, the Venice Chamber of Commerce is really, truly an invaluable asset in our business community.
We'll have 2 separate public comment sections, and they won't sort of overlap with each other.
Item 14 in general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for item 14 and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
All right, fantastic. Good morning, council members. My name is Aaron Taxi, and I'm here representing the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce and our 650 businesses who employ some 120,000 people across Los Angeles. And I'm here to speak in strong support of a full convention center modernization and expansion project. We do not want any half measures. We want the full project to go through. This is not just an investment in a building. This is not just an investment in downtown. It's an investment in our entire city. It's an investment in our tourism economy, in our hospitality industry. The people who come to these conventions will not just stay in downtown. They will head to Venice Beach. They will head to check out the restaurants in Mid-City. And yes, they will come to the Hollywood Walk of Fame to experience the magic. They will patronize our restaurants. They will fill our hotels, and they will uplift our entire economy. This is a critical project to put us in a competitive place in general for conventions and for tourism.
General public comment.
Thank you. But also for our upcoming global events, such as the 2028 Olympics. I strongly urge you to support the full expansion and modernization project. Thank you.
My name is Hira Kapoor, and I represent I'm here as a resident of downtown Los Angeles, and I'm speaking in support of the full redo of the Los Angeles Convention Center. I think it's imperative that we do the whole scope of the convention center. The convention center is pivotal, and it's actually a moneymaker for the city of Los Angeles. We have to remember FIFA World Cup is coming, and so is the 2028 Olympics. So it is pivotal that we look at the entire scope. I also am on the Downtown Los Angeles Neighborhood Council, and we have done 3 CISs in support of the full scope of the convention center. So I really recommend that you take this seriously and look at the people behind me, because they are here for jobs, and they need their jobs, and they want their jobs, and the LA Convention Center offers them those jobs.
General public comment.
Good morning. My name is Nolan Marshall. I am the president and CEO of the Social District. The Social District is the home of the Convention Center, LA Live, and the South Park neighborhood. We've been here many times supporting this project, and I have never seen for a project that we've supported as diverse a group of constituents as is behind me today. This project is critical economic development infrastructure, which I think is a distinction that's worth making. You all have been weighing the impact on the general fund for this project, but with other economic development infrastructure projects, those aren't the metrics that you use at all. At least those aren't the metrics that are used anywhere else in the country. This project will produce $6 billion in labor wages. That's a 2-to-1 investment ratio. This project will produce $15 billion in economic output. That's a 5-to-1 ratio.
General.
This project will produce 3-to-1 in GDP. Those are what we normally weigh economic infrastructure projects on, not return to general fund. It's imperative that we improve this project. I would even say it's malpractice, given those numbers and given the state of the city, if we just look away from that kind of economic impact. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize that there's certainly a chance of failure if we move this project forward. We could not get this project done. But turning around at the finish line is an admission of a failure. It's an acceptance that we've already failed before we've even tried. Councilmember McCosker this morning said that there is no constituency for the future, but I beg to differ just a little bit. I'm raising a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old 3 blocks from the convention center. And they've seen me do this work in New Orleans, in Dallas, and in Vancouver. And my 9-year-old wanted to be here today so he could tell you all that you would be crazy not to do this. You have to do this project now. Thank you.
Good morning, council members. My name is Hillary Norton from FastLink DTLA, and I'm also here to testify on behalf of Move LA as a CCA director. I'm here to speak on behalf of the Convention Center expansion and modernization and urge you to support it. Improving the Convention Center, which will bring at least 5 million new visitors each year, not only has positive local funding benefits, but increasing transit ridership to and from the Convention Center will increase federal funding by billions of dollars. We have to build this convention center. I was so disappointed to hear the testimony in committee on Tuesday. I was a council staffer in the 1990s when we recovered from a civil disturbance, we recovered from an earthquake and near bankruptcy, but we also built the beginning of a multi-billion-dollar transit network that serves over 300 million people, and AEG built the Staples Center in 18 months, and it helped LA's economic boom for decades. I urge you to vote in favor of the convention center. Turn LA around from the pattern of no and slow to yes and best.
Stuart Waldman, president of the Valley Industry and Commerce Association, VICA. We are here strongly in support of expanding the convention center. This is something that should have been done a long time ago. It should have been done 2 years ago. We're here now. We can get this done. It benefits every inch of this city. It benefits the Valley. As we have more conventions, bigger conventions, we're able to compete with Orlando and San Diego and Las Vegas and bring more people here. They are going to be coming to every part of the city. They are going to be coming to the Valley. They are going to be spending money. This is going to be a job creator that is going to benefit everyone. We need to do this. We need to pass this. Hillary said no to low and slow and yes to fast. I don't pay attention sometimes, but whatever she said, I agree. Let's make it happen, and let's make it happen now. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Carlos Cota. I'm an International Vice President for the IATSE and the Department Director for Convention and Trade Show. And you're going to hear a lot on the merits of the Convention Center, but I wanted to offer a kind of unique perspective. Part of my responsibilities in my job function are to travel all over the United States and Canada to work with other cities on developing career pathways, training and education, and then also interaction with industry groups, which, talking about conventions and expansions. What I do want to share with you, and only 1 minute listed here. Do I get 2? Public comment, I'll just keep going. So what I want to share with you is every one of our closest competitors that I'm working with while I'm out there is concerned about this project. They know that when LA ups their game, they're going to have to be more competitive, and they're going to be in a less competitive position once this is done. So I'm encouraging you to really look at Los Angeles, everything this city has to offer.
General.
From our international airport to all the areas that tourist attractions that people want to come visit, just the capacity of this city and everything the city has to offer. If we can move this project forward and do it now before we're on the world stage, it's going to be a game changer in the industry. And I just want to let you all know that the entire industry is looking at it. I applaud your efforts to this point and encourage passing this expansion and this investment in Los Angeles. Thank you.
My name is Yvonne Wheeler, and I'm the president of the Los Angeles County Federation of Labor, representing over 800,000 union members in Los Angeles County, including the workers at the Los Angeles Convention Center. And I'm here today to speak in strong support for the Convention Center expansion. LA is a world-class city with deep history of being innovative and leading the world. We're the land of Hollywood, where we teach the world to dream big. We're the city of champions, with the Lakers, Dodgers, Rams, Kings, and Sparks. And we're the home of world-class arts, music, and entertainment. And yet, when we look at our convention center, we're ranked number 21 and dropping. That is unacceptable for a city of champions, and we need to invest in our convention center. And an investment in the convention center is an investment in our future. It is also an investment in the workers and poverty alleviation at a time when Los Angeles is in the midst of a major job crisis. The convention center is home to thousands of permanent full-time union jobs that allow workers to keep a roof over their head and food on their table. In addition, this will create additional thousands of union jobs, for more Angelenos who need an economic lifeline. Workers at the convention center's trade shows can earn up to 6-figure salaries, and these jobs are open to local residents and union apprenticeship programs. With audio-visual work alone, workers get hired at a trade show can utilize their experience to move into a Hollywood set or a live concert at the Hollywood Bowl. This is an investment in careers. The construction jobs to build this expansion have a 50% local hire requirement, and meaning that Los Angeles will not only build the work, but they will be employed locally. And these jobs are at a time when the federal policies have us headed into a recession. I could go on, but as you see, an investment in the convention center is an investment in workers, it's an investment in poverty alleviation, and it's an investment in LA's future.
Good morning, Mr. President, esteemed members of the City Council. My name is Ernesto Medrano. I'm the Executive Secretary of the Los Angeles and Orange Counties Building and Construction Trades Council. I'm also a proud son of Boyle Heights and a graduate of Roosevelt High School. Go Rough Riders. I'm here representing my fellow 160,000 skilled and trained union construction workers of our 14 trades who shape Southern California. We stand here in support of the Los Angeles Convention Center expansion project. It's not just an investment in the convention center, it's an investment in the careers and long-term success of our local workers and their families. This project will bring over 8,000 local construction, high-skill, high-wage jobs, and over 1,600 new apprentices. These are real careers, not gigs, with health care, a defined pension benefit, a chance at the middle-class California dream. The convention center will kickstart careers for these individuals and drive meaningful change for their families, just as it did for me.
General.
I started my career at the convention center loading and unloading trucks for the trade shows. I was a member of Teamster Local 986 as a casual there. So the opportunity For the convention center to launch the careers for the next generation means a lot to me here. The modernization of the convention center also paves the way for millions of visitors whose spending will bring much needed tax revenue into the city. The vote is a defining moment for our city. The opportunities have had an impact of the scale are few and far in between. In moments like these, our representatives and visionaries decided it was time to lead and think long-term for the health and the viability of our city. Business and labor have come together in support of this project for a reason, because they believe that the transformational influence it can have on our city. Today, Angelenos need the city council to show leadership and make this project a reality. Our members are ready to don their hard hats, their work boots, their tool belt, start moving dirt, and build this convention center. Thank you.
My name is Nella McCosker. I run Central City Association. And much like my time, the city of Los Angeles is on the clock. In fact, we might be in overtime with final seconds to go. The project before you today stands to transform our future. The lives of your constituents who want to work, who want their businesses to be open, and who want their potholes fixed. Downtown provides the largest tax base to the city. No other neighborhood brings in TOT or business tax to this degree. The fiscally responsible choice is not to do less right now, is not to wait and debate. It's to put shovels in the ground right now. Thank you to the members who have already committed your yes to this vote. Thank you for believing in the power of business, labor, community, your own city staff. To those still deliberating, don't shrink. Impose tighter controls. Be vigilant, hold the project team accountable, hold the departments accountable, but give us confidence in our city and in our future. Let's do this. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Adam Burke with the Los Angeles Tourism Board, and as your contractor, my goal is to always ensure that you have the most accurate information on which to base your decisions. To that end, there are two key issues that I'd like to address. First, the city analysis that's been presented to Council dramatically understates the additional revenues that the convention center expansion will generate. As referenced in my April 8th letter to Council, the data we provided is based on over 40 years of experience booking the convention center, and we've already developed a pipeline of over 90 major conventions who want to host their citywides here in LA post-expansion. That data has been provided to Oxford Economics, who prepared a comprehensive analysis that you've received. To clarify, Oxford Economics was founded in 1981 through partnership with Oxford University School of Business and are globally recognized as one of the most reputable and respected economic consulting firms in the world. The city's analysis suggests that by more than doubling the amount of our convention center, we would only see an additional 50,000 attendees annually. That figure represents the total attendance of just 1 to 2 major conventions, understating the economic upside by 10 to 20 times. In fact, within the first 5 years post-expansion, our community will see over 2,400 new jobs, $3.7 billion in new local business sales, and $157 million in new general fund contributions to offset expansion costs. Second, it's critical to understand that this is not just a downtown project. It is vital civic infrastructure that will drive economic benefit to every single council district, with 49,000 Angelenos relying on these conventions for their livelihoods. For the long-term health of our regional economy, I implore you, let's not let this generational opportunity pass us by. Thank you for your support.
Good morning, committee, fellow workers, members, board, and staff. My name is Amber. I'm a proud LA native. I am also a dedicated single mother to a sophomore honor roll student in the LAUSD. I will soon be celebrating my second year as an apprentice with the local 831, working as a trade show installer and decorator at the LA Convention Center. Joining this trade has been life-changing, especially financially. It has given me the ability to provide more of a stable and comfortable life for my child. Living less than 10 miles from the convention center, and the proposed expansion represents more than just growth for the facility. It also means increased opportunities for myself, my fellow union members, and the entire community. More work means greater financial security for our families and economic benefits for surrounding businesses. On behalf of Local 831 and all of our other local unions, I proudly express our full support for the expansion. We believe it will have a lasting positive impact on workers, businesses, and the city as a whole. Let's continue to make LA great. Thank you for your consideration.
Great, thank you. Good morning, council members. Happy Friday. My name is Steve Cho. I'm the dual general manager for the Moxie and AC Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Today's a unique day. If you look behind us here, you have the room represented with business and labor, and that doesn't happen too often where we're on the same side of a topic. And today is one of those items that I think is an impact for not only for business and labor, but for everybody in the city. On top of all the great advocating comments that were already made in advance, I can't urge you enough to vote yes on the convention center expansion, as it not only will create more jobs and add economic impact to the city, but additionally add additional investments into the city that currently are at a halt. So we look forward to seeing future investments come into the city with investors based on the expansion approval today. So I wanted to thank you all in advance for your yes votes.
Good morning, sir. Thank you. I'm here on item 14 and public comment, the convention
Okay,
center.
so you have one for each. Go ahead.
One of the things that I've been luckiest to be part of was watching the convention center back in the 70s being built. We owned property at 1350 East 17th. And then we had another piece of property off of Pico and Figueroa, which were taken from us. But watching the workers back then, I see the same energy here with the union here, ready to take a convention center that's probably a 10, go to a 1. And I think we can do that. It's time that we do that. This city deserves a convention center that it can be proud of. And I hope that you folks will do that for us, make us proud of this city. And thank you guys for being here. I want to go on to public comment.
Okay,
Ms.
so you have 1 minute.
Padilla, Ms. Padilla, you don't listen to me, but I want to thank you for what you did for a Water and Power employee, Mr. Serrano. You folks didn't know him. Richard Serrano worked for Water and Power. He was here all the time. He passed away a couple of weeks ago. He was always challenging Mrs. Padilla, but you, ma'am, you honored him with dignity, and you helped us who still suffer from the ugliness of Miss Nuri Martinez and her predecessor. You gave us hope that maybe out of the 6th district, we have a chance of having a person like Mr. Inardi Bernardi back, who served us for 32 years. So thank you for looking at me, because maybe tomorrow I may criticize you like I'll go after John Lee for abandoning Old Porter Ranch. But thank you for honoring a DWP union member who was here trying to make the city great. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that.
Okay, good morning. My name is Sidney Berard. I'm a proud retired member of the Sheet Metal Workers Union, Local 105. And I live in Council District 11 in Ladera. And I'd like to speak directly to Tracy Park, council member. I was at your community meeting Sunday at Pan's Restaurant, and I'm part of a block club, Flores Avenue, with Daphne Bradford, who supports you all the way. I've worked at this trade for many decades, and the only reason I was able to raise my family, buy a home, and retire with security in your district is because of major projects like this one here at the Convention Center. These projects have created steady careers that keep people like me working all year long. Today, I'm here to support not myself, but my brothers and sisters in the trade who are looking for the same chance I had. I urge you to stand with us, your constituents, to support this project. Thank you very much.
Cool. So for 14, I just want to say I'm in favor. I think investing in Los Angeles and investing in the people is a good idea, especially with the big, beautiful bill, HR 1 and Project 2025 coming through the pipelines. with those bills, with those projects, unions, labor, wages, healthcare, that's all under attack. So let's give our people the chance to save and fight back and be secure while we still can. Which brings me to general public comment. My general public comment is, I'm not seeing a whole lot of support from the city. It's amazing watching these other cities really put their people first and really write executive orders that protect the First Amendment right. They have executive orders where the police officers are not working and aiding and abetting with ICE. They're not involved in that investigation at all. I know our small businesses, I know our neighbors are struggling with rent and struggling with wages. They don't feel safe going outside. They don't feel safe going to work. And someone like me, it's hard to work with everything that's going on right now. So maybe raising the unemployment rate would be wise right now. Again, let's give our people a chance to fight back. In addition, it's the brave protesters that got us all of these union rights, that got us the weekend, that got us the right to vote, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let's not discard them now.
Blair Beston with I'm the Executive Director of the Historic Core Business Improvement District. Thank you for hearing me today, council members. You heard a lot of statistics that in support of the convention center that are compelling on their own. We cannot keep our beautiful city even remotely supported. We cannot keep our streetlights on. We cannot fix our sidewalks, and these are facts. But if we cannot understand the exponential value of capital investment, attracting tourism, more investments, and putting ourselves at the top of the list of cities, if we cannot understand the benefit of exponential revenue growth, then we're more lost than anyone imagined. Los Angeles has evidence that it reacts, but it seldom plans ahead. It's time we stop that modus operandi that has led us to this devastating point and change course. People love to claim that Los Angeles is anti-business, and we don't make nearly enough decisions to prove that claim wrong. More importantly, the constant closures that we're seeing of businesses, these are immigrant-owned, these are women-owned businesses, these are legacy-owned businesses, and these are the businesses that make our city special. It's time we invest in our beautiful city's future and send the message to other investors that Los Angeles is worth it. Thank you.
Next, council may now vote on item 14 as amended by motion Harris-Dawson McCosker.
All right, let's open the roll on this item, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
And with that, I will give a very brief overview of the public comment period during this special meeting. So because this is a special meeting, there is no general public comment, but you can have 1 minute for the item that is on there, and that is the only item, that is item 15, which is related to the LA City Convention Center expansion project.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Council. My name is Tony D. Trinidad with the Painters and Allied Trades, District Council 36, and we're here in strong support of item 15, the expansion of the Convention Center. We strongly feel this expansion creates so many pathways.
Can we hold this time really quick? Sorry. So your time is paused. Just if you could pull back from the microphone. If you're too close, you'll get some feedback. So.
Hello? Can you hear me now? All right. Thank
Better.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we strongly feel that this expansion creates so many pathways for career-sustaining jobs here in LA for working people. But unfortunately, a number of council members on this council disagree. And it is disheartening because this city has so much potential to improve its infrastructure and modernization. Right now, we have an abandoned high-rise building with graffiti all over it, the looming threat of the movie industry leaving us, an affordable housing shortage, and nearly a dilapidated convention center that ranks 22nd in the nation, in a city that's the second largest in the nation. It almost feels like the working people in this city lack the respect from its leaders, and it's sad. I really do hope and pray that those of you trying to delay this project have a change of heart and consider working class families when you vote today. So please, with your consideration, we ask you
So,
to move.
Speaker, your time has expired.
President Harris-dawson, members of council, I'm Ron Siemens Jr., coordinator at Teamsters Local 96. I'm here speaking on behalf of Chris Griswold, president of Teamsters Joint Council 42. We represent the skilled trade workers at the Los Angeles Convention Center, are part of 250,000 members and retirees that make up Teamsters Joint Council 42, the vast majority who reside here in Los Angeles. Our members at the Convention Center earn a dignified wages that keep them and their families housed. Teamsters have some of the best contracts and pension plans of the nation, and expansion opens up more opportunities for Angelenos to work in the Convention Center and enjoy the benefits of a Teamsters contract. An investment in the expansion equals an investment in LA working families. Let me be clear, the so-called alternative option put forth by Council Member Katie Urislawski is not good. It is a stall distraction that is a step backward. It's threatened good union jobs, billions in economic opportunity, and our city's reputation as a global leader. Labor, business, and community stands united. The third option is unacceptable. The time for debate is over. The only reasonable choice is to approve the original Convention Center expansion and modernization project. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is John Coley. I'm the president of District Council 36 of the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades and a proud member of Local 831 Trade Show Installers. We're gathered here today for one thing. Everyone behind me, this rail, is here to see what kind of leaders we have in the city of Los Angeles. Do we have leaders that have foresight and vision that are going to put us ahead, or do we have leaders that are going to let the convention center continue to stagnate, status quo, and kick the can down the road for the future generations? I'm strongly urging you guys to go ahead and vote yes on this today. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm John Lehman, Business Representative, IATSE Local 33. I'm speaking to you today in full support of the expansion of the LA Convention Center. This project has been discussed for far too long. The time is now to get it done. This will result in union jobs with area standard wages. These union jobs will give local families and youth health care and benefits that we all deserve. These union jobs are a direct career pathway into long-standing careers for the youth who live in this city. We've waited long enough. Vote yes on the expansion today. Thank you.
Good evening, Council. My name is Edgar Castañeda. I'm a representative of Western States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing 5,000 plus members here down the street at 1645 Main Street here in Chinatown. This project is critical. It will create thousands of mortgage-paying jobs, help recover from losses in foot traffic, and generate millions in the general fund revenue. Timely action is essential to fully leverage the opportunity presented by global attendees visiting downtown LA, while highlighting the diverse mosaic of small businesses that make our neighborhood unique, that remain in the community, striving long after my fellow union brothers are done. Downtown LA is truly the heart of our city. It is time to reinvest in the vital infrastructure to ensure long-lasting economic benefits and open up new opportunities, not just for downtown, but for the entire Los Angeles region. Thank you for your continued leadership in moving this project forward. Thank you.
I'm Rich Sarian. I'm with the South Park Business Improvement District, Social District, and we house the convention center. We've lost the entertainment industry. It's gone. Atlanta lost it too, though, so it's okay. We can capitalize on tourism. Conventions and conferences are changing. The entertainment industry is coming down more so to downtown Los Angeles. We could have a South by Southwest. This project has to happen. I went to school at CSUN. I majored in film, and I learned that the best projects are done on a dime and in a time crunch. We can do this. William Mulholland made a point to, put a metal hose up and get water down here. We can build a convention center, and it will definitely transform this city. We've lost a lot of residents. We've lost a lot of business, but that can be our past, and we can make a great future with a vote for this convention center. Thank you.
Good morning still. I feel very lucky. My name is Nolan Marshall III. I'm the president and CEO of the Social District, and I get to speak before you twice today. I could not emphasize more that this project is economic infrastructure. One-to-one. That's what film tax credits pay in terms of the investment from the state into the film tax credits. This project is 2-to-1. California competes tax credits. Cost per job acquisition is $47,000 per job. The cost per job acquisition for this is $37,000 per job. These numbers come from the economic impact analysis that's buried somewhere in all of your reports, and I don't know why it's buried. But these numbers are numbers that you all should have. And if you're evaluating this project as you should, as economic infrastructure, it's a no-brainer. If you care about jobs, if you care about housing, if you care about education, criminal justice reform, any of those issues that any of you may care about, you have to invest in your economic infrastructure.
Hi, good morning. I'm Suzanne Hawley. I'm from the DTLA Alliance. First of all, I just want to thank Council President Harris-Dawson for his leadership earlier this week in his op-ed saying we must do this project, we must do this full project now, and we can figure out a way to do it. I was at the Budget Committee earlier this week, and I heard a lot of hand-wringing about the cost and the timeline, but the deal breaker was that the city is not competent enough to do this. Are we really saying that we can't have nice things because the city is too broke to fix it? Aren't you the city? Isn't that your job to fix that? Isn't that why we elected you? I'm asking you to act like world-class leaders so we can have a world-class city and get this project done. Thank you.
Hello, this is Jens Midtun. I represent the Downtown Los Angeles Neighborhood Council. I'd like to request an additional minute as we have a community impact statement on this at the discretion of the chair.
I'm sorry, which neighborhood council are you from, sir?
Downtown Los Angeles.
And it was filed with the clerk's office?
It was.
Okay. Well, just 1 minute.
Yes.
All right, we have it, so, yes.
Thank you. Could I start my time again? Okay, as I said, my name is Jens Midtun. I'm president of the Downtown Los Angeles Neighborhood Council, speaking on behalf of the council. It's good to see you all again, yes again, because we've been doing this for 2 years. This is our third community impact statement on the subject, and we've all been in support every time. We hear a lot about timeline risks as the city council drags its feet, and this group is rightfully worried about risk, but with a phased approach, we plan on mitigating that. The biggest risk of all is the risk of doing nothing and letting our convention center fall apart and become unusable, a blight on the neighborhood. Make no mistake, if the council votes against the expansion today, that's exactly what they are deciding. There is no other feasible option on the table, despite the recommendations of the Budget Committee. This city needs leadership. We need one of you to stand up and say, like some of you did outside this morning, we need to say this project is going to happen, it's going to work, and if we come across problems along the way, we're going to solve those problems and we're going to move forward. Taking the additional minute here. But doing nothing is unacceptable. Downtown is struggling. Since the pandemic, the DTLA community is united. Residents, employees, business owners, and unions are all here strongly backing this project. Everyone representing downtown wants this. Downtown LA is the economic engine of Los Angeles. We are the golden goose of Southern California, and this convention center is an investment in our economic future. The money brought here is not to just downtown, but to the whole city. At a time when we see few proactive investments, we need something to believe in. Well, I believe that we're going to get this done. I've never seen downtown more united. Please vote to expand the convention center. It is go time.
Hello, my name is Erica Bowman. I have been a bartender at the Compass Levy Los Angeles Convention Center for over 15 years now, and I'm a proud member of the Unite Here Local 11. Now, my job is very important to me, as most of everyone else's jobs are also. But today, I stand here in full support of the expansion of the Los Angeles Convention Center. I know there are concerns about the cost and timelines, but I also know what it is at stake when the city hesitates. With this expansion, the Los Angeles Convention Center can host bigger events and more often and give even more people like me the opportunity and the ability to support their families. This project can mean real opportunity for workers in the hospitality industry and create consistency for the hospitality workers here in Los Angeles.
Good morning and thank you. Tom Davis, President of the California IATC Council and Chair of the LA County Federation of Labor. I'm here in strong support and ask for your support of the Convention Center expansion and modernization. You have the opportunity to move this city into the 20th century 21st century by making this investment. We have the opportunity to take pride in the facility and the city and the good paying middle-class jobs that this project will be bringing forward. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, as you've heard before, to build our community into something that each and every one of us can be proud of, can take pride in. You've heard us speak about the importance of this project. For those who are looking for entry into the entertainment industry and the construction industry, I ask for your support. Thank you.
We'll quickly move through the details of what it is before you. The expansion would add 190,000 square feet of contiguous exhibit hall space, 39,000 square feet of meeting room space, and a 95,000 square foot multi-purpose space. The modernization, if just for those that haven't been steeped in this project, you can see from this aerial what it is attempting to do. It is attempting to connect the West Hall, which is a 50-year-old building, to the South Hall, which is a 30-year-old building, over Pico to add a hall where you see that space. That is also what makes this project extraordinarily complicated and extraordinarily costly. So this is what you'll see by the end. This is where we will be according to the current schedule by the time of the 2028 Olympics, and then the project, the interior work of the project would be finished in early 2029. So again, if we take our current projections,
So we're being told that we have to wait until GSD walks to the panel to assess it before we'll get an announcement from them on the overhead. All right. All right. False alarm from the second floor. Let's proceed. Mr. Zabel.
okay, very good. Okay, all right, very good.
Want everybody to know you are watching in real life a council dig in deep and do its job. This is a big decision, perhaps one of the biggest decisions that this city will make. It is a decision that, if it goes in one direction, has at least 30-year implications on the budget and beyond. Either way, this decision has an impact on our city for generations to come that Angelenos will feel long after all of us are gone. I want to start by complimenting each and every member of this council, no matter where they stand on this issue. Our job as council members is to look under the hood, to kick the tires, to examine, to question, to debate scenarios, and that has happened in spades, and I think everybody has done an amazing job asking the tough questions, interrogating the developers, interrogating the staff, interrogating each other. It is exactly what democracy is supposed to look like. Here in Los Angeles, we don't kick you off of television because you make bad jokes about us or you disagree with us. This is the kind of debate that we encourage. In our society and in this city, when we have tough questions, we have debates in public with each other, and sometimes we raise our voices, sometimes we are very impassioned, but all of that is driven by a love for the city and a commitment to its future. I just want to say to to the members in the gallery, this is not an issue of angels and devils. This is not an issue of people who care about the city and people who don't. This is a very, very tough question that all of these members have had to struggle with for many, many years, frankly. I just anecdotally, in my first 90 days on this council, I sat in a committee and heard Miguel Santana and Don Liu and other folks tell us that we were about to have a vote on the convention center. That was 10 years ago that happened. And so today, I hope that what we have is some finality with regard to this iteration of the discussion, and that after we're done, we continue with the business of running this city.
We asked for a version of the project that, quote, brings the net general fund obligation as close to zero as possible. That's what we asked for. 13 of us asked for that. We didn't put restrictions on what that could be, what it would look like. We just asked for what a version of this project looked like if it kept costs within a reasonable range of projected revenues. We never got that, colleagues. We never saw it. It was never given to us as an option. The CEO came back with a more expensive project with minimal value engineering. I find that completely unacceptable. 13 of us asked for it. We didn't get it, so I had to propose it on Tuesday. I'm closing, I promise. This has been hard, and I have the deepest respect for my colleagues and community members who are advocating passionately for this project. I also recognize where the council is on this. And I just want to close by saying that I, as much as all of you, hope that this is a success. I really do. I mean it, truly. And no matter what, we as a body are all in this together, and I will do everything in my power, working with all of you to make sure that it is, to find cost savings and keep things on track. If I have to call the head of BOE or DWP myself to get a permit approved, I'll do it. Because this thing has to succeed. There is no other option. Thank you, colleagues.
Council colleagues, I want everyone to really understand, we are about to double our debt as a city. We've been responsible, we've done all these creative things, to be fiscally sound, but let's call it what it is. We're about to take a big risk and double our debt for one project. One project. And it's not necessarily a project that is going to reduce our liabilities, which is the most pathetic and preventable part of our expenditures. But instead, we are really taking a risk on assumed revenues. A big risk on assumed revenues without really doing anything to address liabilities. So with that, I just want to say this to 3 council offices, to the current leaders and the future potential leaders of City 9, 14, and 1. While you guys are the ones who border this, and I have my own personal opinions about the previous group who redistricted this to make 3 different council members be in charge of downtown, it's all gonna fall on us, this doubling of the debt. So at least on my behalf, as much as I try to be respectful to not intervene in other council offices' land use, this is different. Because you are doubling the debt for all of us. So do not be surprised, is after what happens today, this entire council feels like we are entitled to also immerse ourselves in the conversations of how this impacts land use, jobs, as well as local support. I have been very honest with everyone who is both in the crowd today and on this council that I don't want a convention center that is going to be strictly focused on trying to bring in tourists, but that we also need to do something related to creating a space for locals, a place where locals could come and enjoy their convention and actually enjoy downtown. So I just wanted to put that out there because we are all Angelenos are going to be impacted by that doubling of this debt. No further questions.
I have always fundamentally believed in this mission, and I still do today. The jobs and economic opportunities this investment will create are real. It will make our laborers more valuable, and it focuses spending on real things that make LA really cool.
Let's take a moment to ensure that the project that we're investing in for downtown LA, which I 100% believe in and support, ensures our collective success as a city. I don't believe we're doing that today, and I cannot support that as we move forward. It is just not fiscally responsible. It is not the right thing to do for Los Angeles. It is not the right thing to do for residents of Los Angeles, especially the most vulnerable.
And every year we stall, LA loses. We lose revenue, we lose opportunity, and we lose our place as a city that could get things done. Well, folks, I don't think we can afford to wait another decade. We just can't. Yes, we have to be careful with taxpayer dollars, but the truth is, doing nothing is the most expensive choice of all. Inaction has a price, and we're paying it every single day. LA deserves better. Our workers deserve better. Our businesses deserve better. Our tourism industry deserves better. And our future depends on us doing better. We've studied, we've debated, and we've delayed. But it's time to move forward and to move from talk to action. So I urge you an aye vote today on the amending motions before us to move this project forward and to finally create a 21st century world-class convention center that our city so richly deserves.
And please don't praise me when I say this. Today I'm voting yes on the convention center expansion because I believe Los Angeles deserves to bet on itself. Please, no, I'm not.
Please, folks.
This is an incredibly difficult vote. And I don't say that for praise, I say that so you know where I stand. This is probably one of the top 3 most difficult votes I've taken as a council member. And I don't take it lightly, I'm not looking for praise. For too long, we've looked at our city's future with cynicism. We say it's too expensive, it's too complicated, or too late. Let me tell you how many times as a council member we've had to clean up the work of the dereliction of duty that has happened here in City Hall because they have not taken action. So yes, I'm pissed because we always have to do this. We've been having to clean up messes for a long time. But when we choose optimism and long-term solutions-oriented thinking, we unlock what's possible. And let me be crystal clear. I expect us and our labor partners to bring this same optimism and fervor to other people and other parts of our city. If this council can rally behind boldness for this project, then I expect us to bring that same energy to protecting city workers, working families, and all communities in the city of Los Angeles. I will not allow for the convention to be a world-class convention center while the rest of the city looks like Gotham City. I will not allow it. I'm voting yes today, but trust and believe I'm not gonna stop fighting like hell for our basic city services. Fast city services, clean streets, safe sidewalks, working streetlights. We cannot afford billion-dollar ambitions for business interests while leaving people waiting a year for a streetlight to get fixed. So yes, I'm betting on this project today, but I will hold every department, every leader, and every budget cycle accountable to making sure the rest of LA is not left behind, because we do that year after year. It takes us 15 years to trim a tree in this city. The industry standard is 5 years. We didn't get here by accident. We're here because we have not invested in those things. And investing in that project means that we will have difficult decisions ahead of us. But the hope that I have, and the reason why I'm voting yes, is because I know that there are people around this horseshoe who are incredibly smart, diligent, solutions-oriented, that will do the work to find new money and new revenue, because we can't keep messing with the same general fund revenue. It goes up and down, it doesn't grow, and we will do the work under your leadership, Councilmember Harris-dawson. I know that we will find new money, and it will be OPM, other people's money, because we can't keep putting this on the back of our constituents. And that's why I fought so hard in the last budget cycle, and best believe I will bring that same energy year after year, because I will not let us sacrifice our city workers and our city services. This project is not without risk, but I believe the cost of doing nothing is greater. This is a generational investment. The decisions that we make today will shape the city our kids will inherit. And I don't want us to be remembered as a council that didn't make the investment into our city. I don't want us to be the council known as not doing the work, because we have been doing the work and cleaning up the dereliction of duty that has been going on here for years. I'm voting yes because I believe in the future of Los Angeles. But colleagues, if we can move mountains for this, then we better not lose our nerve when it comes to housing, tenant protections, city services, city workers, immigrant communities that are being kidnapped right now, and the departments and neighborhoods that have been waiting decades for investment. Boldness cannot be selective. It has to be for everyone in Los Angeles, not just for one interest. You better believe I intend to hold us to the same standard.
Councilmember Hernandez, I even hesitated to speak after hearing everything you said. And I am sorry that I take away from the power of your words by standing up here now. And I think everyone in this room and everyone on this council needs to be committed to the clarion call that you just gave. And I appreciate that very much.
If we're not here to believe in ourselves, who's going to believe in us? If we don't invest in ourselves today, how are we going to be able to go and ask the major investors around the world to come in and invest in us? Others want to see us invest in ourselves so that they follow suit. There's a money multiplier effect. There's the labor to business ecosystem, and there's the reinvesting of ourselves in difficult times. You look at our country's history, whether it was Civil War, right after that, Reconstruction era, First World War, the Great Depression, every single time our country has faced devastating times, we've followed up by doubling down on ourselves, not crawling back into a dark space.
And so, colleagues, I'm asking for an aye vote on this project because it's about lifting up the entire city. And if we want a balanced budget and a thriving city, we need to invest. The 30-year mortgage that people buy with a house, they don't have the cash up front. They put a down payment and a dream and stability of a good union job to make sure that they get to the 30 years. And you know,
and this is our opportunity to make this investment and show the world when they come to visit Los Angeles that Los Angeles is a city that they want to visit when they go back home, and tell people that this is a city that they want to tell other people to come visit. So this is an investment that I know is hard for a lot of people. And I wanted to be here because I wanted to make sure that this was a successful vote because of the union jobs that it creates, the 8,000 jobs, the 1,600 apprentice jobs, all those different things that stimulate our economy with local hiring and people that it's going to affect, but really all the Angelenos. This is going to be that critical economic engine, not only for downtown, like you said, but for the entire city of Los Angeles.
13 ayes. All right, what's next?
Would council like to adjourn the special meeting and reconvene the regular meeting, sir?
Let's adjourn the special meeting and call the roll for the regular meeting.
Yes, sir.
Folks, we've still got business to get through here, and we got to get Mr. Lee off, so if you can help us, oblige us, and let us go through without applause.